studio in the person of Mrs. Adaobi Nwankwo Kebi.
Adama, good morning,
Good
Vegas.
morning. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, and of course, he's no stranger here. All right, for those who listen to Lagos Traffic Radio, he's no stranger here. He is the commander, Rapid Response Squad, and the passing of Commander Olatunji. So, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, it's good to have you in the studio this morning. So let's start the discussion. What is the Rapid Response Squad and how did this come about?
Yeah, good morning one more time.
Mm.
The Rapid Response Squad of Lagos State is a unit of the Lagos State Police Command
Okay.
funded by the government of Lagos State, the governor of Lagos State directly. And they have the function of performing all the duties of police officers with a little bit of extras. Extras like responding when we have emergencies.
Okay.
Emergencies like fire disasters, accidents, and collapse building. You are sure to see members of the Rapid Response Squad.
Okay.
When we have cases of hostage, whenever it happens, the Rapid Response Squad are trained to respond to the issue of hostage taking, kidnapping, and things like that.
What gave rise to the birthing of the Rapid Response in Lagos?
I think some time ago, sometime between 1993 and 1996, during the military administration of Prince Mulagunsoyi Oyinlola, they noticed that there was increase in crimes, robberies, and co in Lagos, and they decided to form what was then known as the Operation Sweep,
Okay.
comprising of police, military, and other security agencies. This outfit was later updated, so to say, by the other military administrator who came after him, Buba Marua. Then when we had the civilian administration, the government of the executive governor of the then Lagos State, Olatunji Tinubu, he changed it from a purely military operation to a police operation, and renamed it the
Rapid Response. Oh, good. All right. So then somebody is wondering, like most Lagosians, okay, how is the Rapid Response Squad funded?
The Rapid Response Squad is funded solely by the governor of Lagos State through an organization called the Lagos State Security Trust Fund. The Lagos State Security Trust Fund is a setup of executives whose duty includes seeking funds and looking into all the needs of police and every other security agencies in Lagos and assisting them as their request comes up.
Okay, so this is where I bring Adobe in. Okay, what then is the role of LSSDF in the operations of the Rapid Response Squad?
Okay, basically what we do is, like the commander has said, we source for resources
Okay.
from public organizations, private organizations, well-meaning individuals, and we use these resources to provide operational capacity that the police and other security agencies operating in the state
Okay.
require.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going to ask both of you these questions. First from the executive end, and then from the operational end. And if you were to look at the security in Lagos State, how would you place it? How would you describe it?
Let me put it this way: if you remember Lagos before 2007, and you look at Lagos now, I mean, there's no comparison. It's like
Like
day
in
and night.
night.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then I don't know if you remember those days. They would tell you if you're out by 7 or 8 p.m., it's better you just stay where you are and come home the next day, because it was a state of chaos, criminal activities, broad daylight, carjacking, armed robbery, and all of that. But now you don't see those things. I mean, even if it happens, I mean, it's not.
It's not as blatant.
No, it's not. You don't see those.
All right, let me hold you on a bit here. Let me quickly take this traffic report. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, last one monitor that was from Ikorodu.
All right, what's going on?
Yeah, I just want to update you about the men of the Lagos State Public Works. Commenced the road rehabilitation at ADJ, between ADJ and Sabo Roundabout at this moment. So counter flow is the order of the day. That is moving towards ADJ, moving from Sabo towards ADJ, and likewise moving from ADJ towards Sabo. We have a counter flow movement, and this is seriously affecting traffic from ADJ backwards Ikorodu roundabout, and likewise Sabo roundabout backwards Oriwu side, Oriwu club side. So we have a very, very slow movement at this moment.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Very
Noah.
much on ground assistance for traffic flow.
Okay, thank you very much for this update. Okay, so Adobe is giving us the executive view of what security in Lagos State looks like. If you were, Mr. Olatunji, so if you were going to describe the state of security in Lagos, how would you describe it?
First and foremost, I will let you know that Lagos is one of the most populous cities in Nigeria. I want us to look at it from that angle. Lagos is big, with a kind of a little bit of a difficult terrain. We have the waters, we have the creeks, we have the lands, and then we have the roads. And I want you to take note of classification of cities. We have cities that are growing, and we have modern cities. Lagos is a growing city. A modern city is built from the beginning to have all facilities. Lagos is an ancient place with new facilities coming up, trying to cooperate with standards that have been on the ground that could not be shifted. So when you look at Lagos, especially from the air, because we have air patrol, you will see how densely populated it is. And every day, people are still flocking
into Lagos. True.
At times, just move to Bega at night, 12 till 6 in the morning, you'll be surprised by the mass of people moving in. So we have to have a kind of a special kind of policing in Lagos. We have to have strategies put in place to police Lagos, and these strategies are public related, so to say, community policing, policing according to the structures and people of Lagos State.
It has to be tailored to the existing realities in Lagos, basically. All right. So, can you, before we move on, describe the kind of support the RRS receives from the LSSTF?
Yeah, we have patrol vehicles given to us by the Lagos State Security Trust Fund,
Okay.
and then the repairs, maintenance of this vehicle are carried out daily by the Security Trust Fund. So as a police officer, as a patrol officer, as an operational person, I don't need to bother myself whenever any of my vehicles are broken down, whether I need new patrol vehicles. All I need to do is just call the attention of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, and they come to pick the damaged vehicles, repair them, and return them to me. So giving me time to face the duty of policing.
Okay, so I'm going to a very sensitive area right now, and that is the challenges of a perception of Lagosians, towards the RRS, the police, and all of that. How can we marry that with the functions of the LSSDF?
I will not lie to you that if you ask people to talk about the police, they have profiles already. We have names already. But every time we try as much as possible to police according to the whims of the people. We try to create a new kind of police. And then we must have seen these changes, especially in men of the Rapid Response Corps. Because I believe is if we can create a standard police with the Rapid Response Corps, it will trickle down to all the policemen in Lagos. And if we are able to influence policemen in Lagos generally, we'll be able to influence all police all over the country. And then you'll have noticed the new things we are doing in the Rapid Response Corps. We try to give satisfaction to every member of the public that come across us. like we take active part in every accident that happened around us, Third Milan Bridge especially, and many other places. We have trained our men to assist people involved in accidents. They can stop bleeding, and they have been taught CPR, that is to assist people who have stopped breathing, to assist them to start breathing, to save lives. And then most importantly, we have told them, and they have been doing it, to assist everybody we find in trouble. Your vehicles are broken down, you need policemen to stand by you while you repair it, you need policemen to call towing vehicles for you. They have been doing it. And with little bit of extra, because at times we notice some people's vehicle have run out of fuel, they're on the express road, and then just 2 liters of fuel will get the vehicles off the road. They have been doing this. That means giving service to men, to everybody they come across, because police duty is just service, service, and
Service. All right. Okay. So, Adobe, let's look at how the police can support the activities of the fund. Is this workable?
Yes, it is. But let me also, before I go into that, Commander mentioned about how we support their activities. And then I must say that what we have done, the intervention so far that we have been able to provide for security in Lagos State, has basically come from about 1% of the economy of Lagos.
Okay.
So you see, we need, the thing is, we need it. This has become self-help, so to say, and then we need the support and contributions from other organizations. I mean, the financial institutions have understood the essence of the fund, and they have been our primary donors, our major donors. A few of them, not all of them, but
No,
we need.
okay,
we
now
need
this
them
takes me to
yes.
my personal. This has always been anytime I have the LSSDF on. It is how the public come key into this. Okay, the average person on the
Yeah,
road.
yeah.
How can we get on the board of LSSDF? Where can what is that? What's
Okay.
the minimum amount that I can put in? Where do I use? How can I get on board?
We have various platforms, and there are so many ways that they can support the fund. They can, I mean, on our website, they can donate. We expect, I mean, not expect, but at least voluntarily, yes, make donations in cash or in kind. They can walk into the bank, ask for an LSSF account, and make their donations to them. Our office, our website is, I mean, it's lagoststate.gov.ng. Visit that, and they see the various platforms where they can make these donations. And it's not just in cash. We take donations in kind. They can donate vehicles. They can donate trainings. They can donate intelligence. There's so many things that they can provide, their services. I mean, walking up to an average policeman on the road and even being courteous and, of service to them. These are ways
All right,
that they're all part of.
like you said,
Yes.
there is some profiling. there is something.
But
Sorry
people
to
are
say,
seeing people
yeah.
are seeing the difference. I mean, people are. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's there, but I mean, you can actually identify an RRS from your
Easily, yes.
They do these things, and it's because of the way we have supported that squad. And this support, I mean, like I said, that the fund is, the LSSF is purely donor funded. It is the donations that we receive from these private organizations and women individuals that carry
The
of what,
processes
yes,
and
of
then
what
the
we do for
maintenance and
yes.
all
So
of
we
that.
need them to come. We need them to come on board. We are not hidden.
Yes, not hidden.
We're not hidden. We're not hidden. Yes, we're not
All right,
hidden.
so
You see
we
that?
can. What you can do is, I'm just thinking here.
Yeah.
Okay, is there maybe we can get an app, or these days everybody is doing AI, and get people to donate, even if it's 1,000 naira or just something that the IT people could help us do to help us do where the average person goes like, okay, you're signing into this, and then when you do that, you're giving 1,000 naira a list to the LSSPF.
These are things. There are things. These are things that we're looking into, where we can have even retail donations.
Yes, something like that.
Come into
Yeah.
the fund. Yes,
Yes.
and have everybody you know,
Yeah, because everybody
be on
needs to
board.
understand this because it is like us being this is the democracy of security in some way that's security for you by yourself and for ourselves. All right, you can reach the LSSTF at the Arthur Plaza, Obafemi Awolowo Way, opposite the Lagos State Secretariat, Ikeja here. And like Adobe said earlier, you can visit the website www.lsstf.lagos lagos state or you can send an email to lsstf at lagos state.gov.ng. You could also call, take down this number just in case you want to be part of these laudable fund. Okay, I think everybody should be part of that, and that is 081 88 87 7669. All right. Is there any social handle that I can reach you on?
Yes, we're on Twitter. That's follow LSSTF.
Okay. Follow.
Yes,
That is
LSS.
at follow LSSTF.
Yes.
All right. And Disu, is there any way? I know that people tag you a lot on Twitter. All right, but for some people who don't know your Twitter handle, and how can they reach out to the RRS?
They can just check the RRS Lagos handle on Twitter. That's
Okay.
all.
RRS Lagos.
RRS Lagos.
Okay, thank you very much, guys, for being part of the show today. So, what would you be saying to people, Adobe?
Yes. So on a final note, I'd like them to know security is an expensive endeavor and a recurring one at that. At that. So we appeal to corporate organizations. We appeal to the people to please play their part and support. It has become a collective responsibility. Now we appeal to them to play their part, make their donations to the fund, call the numbers that you have just reeled out to them, and support us to keep Lagos
Lagos
safe.
moving.
Yes.
And then, Disu.
I want to tell members of the public that the police are there to assist them. The Rapid Response Squad has been instructed to give help to every member of the public. They are a mobile police station, move over and give them the complaints. And most importantly, I will want feedback from members of the public. My number is flying around. If I don't get complaint about my officers, I will believe everything
Everything's fine.
is okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Tunji and Adobe, for being part of the show.
Thank you.
In another 2 weeks, we would have the representatives of LSSTF in the studio, and we'll be looking at other areas where they intervene in the security state of Lagos State.
This is Adebantu, member of the Bantu Collectives, aka the Admirals International.